Today, we're diving into the incredibly useful tool for anyone migrating from on-premise group policy to a cloud-based management system like Microsoft Intune using group policy analytics. If you've been managing those policies with group policy objects, GPOs, and are considering or already transitioning to Intune, Group Policy Analytics helps bridge that gap. It allows you to analyze your existing GPOs and determine which settings can be replicated or migrated into Intune. In this video, I'll show you how this tool works, how to upload and analyze your GPOs, and then walk you through the process of replicating a policy in Intune. By the end, you'll see how easy it is to evaluate your GPOs for cloud readiness and take the first steps towards modern device management. So let's get started. So I've already gone into my group policy and I've downloaded the GPO. So now I'm going to go into devices, and inside of devices, we're going to see group policy analytics. So once I'm here, what I need to do is I need to import my group policy that I downloaded. So I find it in here. So let's go to my downloads and find my domain policy. And it's uploaded. And I click next. Not going to scope it, review, and create. Because I'm keeping it simple. All right, so it's analyzed it, and it's showing that MDM support is at 59%. So of all of these policies for my domain, 59% of them can be replicated within Intune. So I can click on that, and it'll tell me a report on that. So we can go through and we can see which ones can replicate and which ones not so much or not yet. As you can see, most of it is complexity on passwords. So I can see that, okay, password age, password length, some complexities, history, delegation. So a lot of this can work. So I'm going through here and I'm looking at it to find out, how does that go? So now that I know that it is possible on a lot of this, what I do is I go back into devices and work on a configuration policy. So inside this configuration policy, I'm going to create a new policy that is Windows 10 and later. And the type of policy is going to be in a template. And I'm going to look. So it doesn't like the template. So let's go ahead and go back to the settings catalog. Settings catalog is my favorite. So let's go to create. And we're just going to call this test. And I'm going to add a setting. So over here, let's try password. And search. Let's see what we have for password. There we go. So let's click on that guy. Password settings. Click on it. Let's see what we have over here. So password settings. There we go. Password age, complexity, password length, and enabling that. And we have some options in here so I can make sure it works. So if I'm looking for the password complexity, I knew from the analysis that I can do it. And now that I'm over here, I can replicate it for the settings that I have in my group policy if I want to make sure I mimic it or not. And once I get to that point, I say next. Scope tag if you like to use scopes. Assignment, so you can assign that policy to people. Not everybody has to have the same password complexity. Some can have more, some can have less. I can also exclude groups from this and create. So now I've got my test policy created based off the group policy analytics that I saw can work. Now, what's nice is if I go back to devices, go to my group policy analytics, you can see it's still in here. So it doesn't go away. I can now refer back to it and then try to find in those settings to find the other elements of it and keep recreating my policy. All right, so that is how you take a group policy, put it into Intune to analyze it to determine, what kind of configurations you'll need and if it is applicable. And then go over to the configuration and create it.